Alright, so Jake Paul and Tommy Fury are finally fighting after waiting so long. And I'm not going to lie, I actually am buzzing. I believe that this is going to be Jake Paul's biggest fight, as there is so much risk behind this one. Now, a few of you have asked me to make a reaction video to the face-off between Tommy and Jake, and that is exactly what I'm going to give you today. I promise you I've not watched this video before, so this is all going to be my first reactions. So yeah, let's watch it together. I think this one's going to be fun.
Tommy, you said when we spoke earlier, this man's boxing fundamentals are absolutely awful. You said you're going to finish him. You said he's a joke. He's a YouTuber, not a fighter. Do you still believe it?
Come 26th of February, this shit's been going on too long. He will never box again. I'm not 50, I ain't 40, I ain't an MMA guy. I've been doing this my whole life, and I swear to God, you'll finish come 26th of February.
And Jake isn't even interested. Oh. Yeah, that is pretty much the main reason why this fight is so exciting, because Jake's actually fighting a real boxer this time, and someone that's younger than him for the first time as well.
Interested. Big, strong words. Jake.
The crowd is definitely
Jake,
with Tommy
come
Fury
in.
right now.
Can we keep this civil? Can we keep this civil? Listen, you said, you called this man an imposter. You said that he's leaning on this Fury name. Why is that? Because do you not believe in the opponents he's fought? Do you think that you're going to be too much of a test come to 26 in Diriyah?
He's fought taxi drivers. He has no chin. It's all a joke. I'm ending you February 26th, and you already know it. You're going to crack under pressure. You're not built for this moment. You're not built for this moment. You're an imposter. It's all a bravado. It's all fake confidence.
I will say I do kind of agree with what Jake's saying here. Tommy doesn't come across as the most confident guy, especially out of the ring. Like, there's something about him where he doesn't seem as if he is like any of the other Furies. Tommy, I don't know, he just doesn't seem to have that killer instinct that a lot of them have. Tommy actually seems just like a normal, like, nice guy. He probably hasn't had the most stressful life growing up because his family's always had money. So, I don't know, I just couldn't imagine Tommy being a killer. I think he's a good boxer. I do kind of get what Jake's saying, how the confidence does seem to be a little bit forced, because it does seem that. Yeah, it's a weird one. This is the thing that's interesting about this fight. Tommy has not got shit-talking ability at all, but then he can box, so maybe he's just bad out of the ring, but then in the ring he's good. I don't know. We'll have to see.
You can't even knock out a taxi driver. You can't even knock out a taxi driver.
All right. Let's keep it calm.
MMA guy, first boxing fight. I was beating better people than you when I was 14 in amateurs. I will screw you. I ain't an MMA guy. I was beating people better than you when I was 14. Or you.
Yeah, Tommy isn't very good at shit talking, as you can see. He should be making fun of Jake Paul rather than being on the defensive about this, because it doesn't really come across as being confident when you're like trying to prove a point. Just look at him and just be like, "You're a fucking idiot." Let's make it funny. Say something like, "Oh yeah, Jake, like, what are you wearing? Like, nice receding hairline." Like, just make any comment. Don't be on the defensive. Like, "Oh no, I swear I'm good enough." Like, it doesn't look good. But what he's saying though is true. Like, Tommy has been boxing for years and years.
Messing about on Disney Channel, so don't come here pretending you're about it when you're not.
What have you got to say to that?
He's going to get knocked out by a Disney star. That's plain and simple. That's it.
See, that is the thing that is so bad for Tommy Fury if he gets knocked out, because obviously Tommy Fury is in the family of one of the greatest boxers of all time, and if he gets beaten out by Jake Paul, a guy who built his fame from Vine and Disney, like, oh god, you could just tell straight away there's such a difference. Like, Jake is going into this fight basically like, yeah, whatever, we'll have a fight. Like, I genuinely believe I'm going to beat you. There's not really much pressure for Jake, because if he gets beaten, he's going to get beaten by a Fury. But if Tommy loses to the Disney star YouTuber, my god, that is bad.
End of story. You'll see, bro. You'll see who the real professional boxer is. And all these critics, all of these people say, fight a real boxer, here we go.
I guarantee, I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do in boxing, you are over in 4 weeks. So enjoy the last few weeks as a so-called boxer, yeah? When I hit you on the chin, you're going to stay hit. Believe me.
Who in this fight has more to lose?
Tyson Fury sat there thinking, oh, this is just a joke. Like, this is brilliant. Tyson Fury doesn't, you can just tell, like, he's not taking this fight seriously at all. Like, I think if anything, they're a bit disappointed that Tommy is taking this fight, because it's like, you know, they're always saying that, oh, if you lose this fight, you're going to be taken away from boxing, you're no longer a Fury and all that. So Tyson's just there like, yeah, this fight is a joke. Like, it's just, these kids are just not on a good level at all.
Lose, Jake.
Tommy has so much to lose, his family's going to disown him when I knock him the fuck out. Plain and simple, that's it. Sorry, Tyson, I love you, but it's over for your brother.
Tensions are high here. We apologise for the bad language, but this is what happens in the sport of boxing. Tommy, is there genuine hatred between you two? When you came in here, you could feel it. You were straight at each other. Is there a genuine dislike here?
Jake has actually genuinely affected Tommy Fury's image. Like, he really has. People all over the internet just call him Tommy Fumbles. Do you know how annoying that must be for Tommy? I reckon he hates Jake Paul. Hates him. But I think Jake Paul is like, I don't really care about him. Like, it's just a fight to make people shut up and stop saying that I'm not fighting boxers. I don't think there's hatred on Jake's side, but I really think Tommy despises Jake Paul.
This has been going on for too long, far too long. I'm happy now we're both in the ring, face to face. He knows what's going to happen in 4 weeks. Hey, all I've had for the last 2.5 years is when you fighting Jake, you backed out, you're scared.
See, there you go.
You had 2 lucky opportunities to get out of this fight, and you should have took them. Because in 4 weeks, it's over. Mark my words, it's over. It is over. All over.
Is it over? I actually don't mind Tommy. I really don't. I think he's alright, but his shit talk is just so bad. It's so bad.
I'm asking you right now, can we have a proper face-off? This is the first time you've seen each other, you're sizing each other up to the fans. Yeah? We can, okay. Let's hit this face-off.
Face-off. Why is Tommy walking around with his t-shirt off when no one else is? What's going on there?
The 26th of February, you're not going to want to miss it, live from Diriyah, Saudi Arabia. This is going to be the biggest fight, not just 2 of the biggest names on social media, but now 2 of the biggest names in the sport of boxing going face-to-face to settle disputes in a...
Damn, Tommy Fury's a good-looking bloke, isn't he?
fight that's taken nearly 2.5 years to make.
A few bad performances got me it. A few bad performances got me it. 4 weeks, you're mine. It's over. I promise you, you'll see. I'm knocking guys out in the gym far better than you. Be prepared.
Is that it? Explosive, intense, chaotic. It wasn't any of that. It really wasn't. It was not that exciting. Obviously, you can't expect too much as it's early days, but you could definitely see that there's a huge difference in these two fighting. Tommy is basically on the defensive, trying to prove to people that, you know, he didn't dip out these fights because he was scared to fight Jake. He did it for actual reasons. Tommy's there trying to prove to people that he is the real deal. It's such an interesting dynamic. Like, Jake just definitely seems like he is the aggressor and the one that's putting more pressure on Tommy. Jake doesn't seem that bothered at all. Like, you know, I think Jake is actually more confident, but obviously Tommy has so much more on the line, and that's the thing that's so interesting about this fight. I think whoever loses this fight, it will definitely impact them. I think this is the most interesting fight that Jake has ever had. There's real reasons why both people will win and lose. So, I don't know, we're just going to have to see what happens. Like I said, there's something weird about Tommy where he just doesn't seem certain or sure about something. I don't know what it is. It might just be the pressure and he's not very good at dealing with it. Yeah, that's fair enough, because it doesn't matter what you say before a fight. You know, all of the press conferences, it doesn't matter. It's what actually happens in the ring. So far, I'm just going to be expecting Jake Paul to look like he's winning the fans over towards the fight, like the one who's going to be most likely to win. But like I said, when you get into the ring, that all changes. I think the only thing for me to do now is to post a prediction for this fight, give you a couple of ideas of what I think might happen and reasons why. Face to face wasn't that intense, but still it was very interesting to say the least. It definitely shows the attitude between the two fighters. So yeah, guys, just make sure you stick around because I will post a prediction video very soon. Just want to say I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys take it easy. Peace.